Hello, my friends, we meet again. It's been a while, is Top Shot still dead?
Well, the top shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball. We got legs and a guy in a bear suit. We're making money up YouTube clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to grow. AFC's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. In Washington inside game, live talking flame. Why are you selling so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends, fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. Deep hole, deep hole, deep hole, deep hole.
People are freaking out enough. Why not lose my mind? What is happening?
This is not financial advice.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Still dark as hell in stormy New York. Let's see, who do we have here this morning? Devlar's here, Jump Shooty, Mac Attack, Eagle Putt, we the peeps. Good to see you again, still crushing preseason DFS. Borland's here, Jump Shooty, Mac Attack. I feel like I already said you Mac Attack, but maybe I didn't. To the house is here, Joker Rock, JC Dynasty Blaze. Homies is here, JJL with the 5 Aussies. JJL, thank you so much, Daniel Love. Tommy Welsh, who else? Top Shot Common Man. Chewy, are you having a stroke, Mike? No, I am not. That was just a little Creed for you this morning. Sean Grant's here. John Dub, Ransom Reed, Airplane Mode. Listen, let's fire up a giveaway right away. I feel like we haven't done one in a while. So like the stream, subscribe to Team Hold in order to qualify, and all you got to do is put in hashtag VIPs, okay? We'll give something away towards the end. Let's pump the engagement, okay? Time to pump it up. We got a fun one for you today, though. We got a fun one. We're actually going to talk some Top Shot stuff today because I feel like some more things, like information came out. There's some stuff we can talk about. And so what we'll do today is we'll do a couple of the updates that we saw. We'll go look at the marketplace a little bit now as Larry Legend has hit the marketplace. Take a look at how run it back's faring. And then we'll also talk I think we'll probably start with some NBA stuff before we get into the Top Shot stuff. Some good shit. But hey, I'm going to continue to plug this every day because as of today, 2 weeks until the NBA season starts. We've already had the Lakers get booed by the Kings, more Russ trade stuff. But again, 2 weeks until we start cooking with the NBA content. And you know what that means? That means we are getting closer to our tip-off show. Also getting closer to announcing our presenting sponsor since we get ditched by Top Shot. And we're very excited about it because we're going to be going from noon Eastern time on Tuesday the 18th all the way until tip-off of the Celtics Sixers. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit of who is coming to the show. All right, who is going to be represented? I'm not even going to give you names, okay? I'm just going to give you bylines. I'm just going to give you some credentials of who's coming. All right, we have The Athletic. All right, we have SB Nation. We have Bleacher Report. All right, we've got Blue Wire Pods. Like that. That's the type of stuff we're cooking with. Okay, that is the type of stuff we're cooking with for this show, and I'm very excited for it. Okay, very excited. Devlar said so rare sponsoring would be a nice touch. Stay tuned. That is going to be fun. We're going to be fun to announce that when we can, but it's going to be exciting. Is it a guy in a bear suit sponsoring? No, it's not Real Rad Dad either. Oh, you mean like making an appearance? What about Blue Wire Pods? Our boys, our friend Sam Esfandiari, who is from the Light Years Pod that covers the Golden State Warriors. He's going to be joining the show. We snagged Sean Hyken, who, if you are a Portland Trailblazers fan, you're probably very familiar with his work. He also wrote one of the first articles for Bleacher Report about NBA Top Shot, so kind of ironic that he's coming. We're going to hopefully see the Top Shot Hot Boys, Skeets and Traeger to pop by, Harrison Fagan from SB Nation, who you've met on Team Hold before. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. But do we get G done? We should get G done. We should get G done. There we go, BD. There we go, BD. But yeah, that show is going to be fire. I'm very excited for it. Nothing fuels me quite like spite. So I'm like really, really excited. I've been working hard behind the scenes on it. And I think it's going to be a really fun time. I'm also just so excited that my camera is no longer on battery. And I now am plugged in, so I don't have to worry. If you were here last year for this, which it's almost a year to the day, if you were here last year, it's a real shit show. And so we don't have to deal with that. We can just sit back, relax. I might have to get a standing desk by the time that show starts, because good Lord. Yeah, we the people asked, are you jumping on the Judge's last sim stream? Let's fire up the old content schedule for the week. So you're here right now. Congratulations. Watch Your Work is back tonight, I believe, at 9:30 Eastern time here on Team Hold. I think it's 9:30. So Watch Your Work with Kevin and Kels will be back. Tomorrow you've got the morning show. We've got the football show. I'm going to be jumping on the last super draft, which we're going to build on tomorrow's show. The last sim, which also you can access Super Draft on the app now, which is very exciting. But the last Super Draft simulation for NBA 2K using your Top Shot moments is tomorrow. And it's a 5-game slate this time. So it starts from 3 to 8. Or I think 3 to maybe longer than that. And maybe actually it's an 8-game slate. I think it's an 8-game slate. But anyways, I'm going to be jumping on for the first 2 games. And then we're going to be jumping on and then Shot Tank later in the night. So we get a lot of stuff coming at you. I got that Conan O'Brien hair going today. Yeah, I need to get a haircut. And Maddie says, I'm very excited for more non-Top Shot basketball content. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big part of our focus this year, is trying to focus a little bit more on just basketball in general. And if it happens to cross streams with Top Shot or with another entity, we're happy to talk about it. And then we'll go from there, though. But we're not going to they've made it clear that they don't need us. And so, we don't need them. BD816, let's go, baby. All right, so let's remind the people, too. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag VIPs. We got 31 entrants, 62 people watching here. We'll give away a moment here towards the end. But hey, you know what I wanted to do? Did you say cross streams? Yeah, of course. My mom told me not to cross. Hey, sometimes you cross streams. It's just how it goes. One thing I wanted to show, I wanted to look at this. Like, clearly, my man Jamal Murray made the thumbnail. I'm very excited that he's back. And I was able to find just like a minute of highlights of him. Let me stop sharing that screen. I'm going to share it with the audio so we can just get some audio of our man Jamal Murray. We're going to go to this highlight. Let's go big screen.
ACL sprain in September. May not be ready for the season opener. As Murray bounced to KCP.
Wow.
Kentavious Caldwell.
It's just a minute of Jamal. It's just so good to have him back, man.
Good defense by you.
It's so good to have him back. Also, we had a Poku sighting last night. Look at Jamal from the corner.
Murray for 3.
Splash, dude. Let's go. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is a nice dive and then kick back out. There it is.
He sets, he fires.
Bang.
Yes.
Bang.
Percentages come down, but still shooting 54%.
Here we go.
Plus minus for the starters.
Give it to him. Give him the business.
Murray.
Woo! Looking good.
Powers it up
Looking
and
good. Oh, Michael Porter Jr. too. Look at them all back on the court. Also, I'm digging Jamal's kicks.
Murray pulls the trigger. Bam!
God, beautiful. I think we got one highlight left.
Nuggets run. Just stop there.
Ooh, off the glass. That's vintage bubble Murray right there. That is vintage bubble Murray right there. Man, it is just nice to have Jamal Murray back, though. That's where I land on stuff. I love it. I just love him. Yeah. And that's going to be the biggest thing, right? We the people, he has to stay healthy, like both Jamal Murray and Michael Porter. But you saw, yeah, exactly, Mac Attack. Once he hit that first 3, he seemed good. He seemed happy to be back. But yeah, if they can stay healthy, I mean, I don't think Jamal Murray isn't someone who's battled injuries constantly. I know this was a pretty catastrophic one from over a year ago now. But that's his first, that's not something that he's dealt with his whole time. But Michael Porter Jr., on the other hand, fell in the draft because of how bad his back looked and how bad I think it was John Hollinger who said it was like one of the worst medicals he's ever seen in the history of covering basketball. So Michael Porter Jr., a little bit more concerning, right? But yeah, if they can stay healthy, man, again, that five of Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, and KCP, and then you got Bones Highland and Bruce Brown coming off the bench. I will say their bench is a little bit thinner than you'd like to see, but I think they're going to be in good shape. Yeah, Poku found some cheeseburgers. Poku did look good. Some other just kind of quick highlights from the week. From last night, Keegan Murray looked awesome last night. I think he had 16. It was a weird game. It was funny. I saw like a lot of the like headlines after last night's Lakers Kings game where the Lakers got booed and stuff because they lost to the Kings. Yeah, but the Lakers looked pretty good in the first half, right? Like Anthony Davis had 11 and 11 at halftime or something like that. But Keegan, if you're a Kings fan, you're gonna feel pretty good about that Keegan Murray pick, especially because of how, like myself included, how hard they got dunked on for not taking Ivy over. They took Keegan Murray over Ivy, where it was like the consensus was that Ivy was the better pick. But yeah, Keegan looks great right away, so that's fire for them. Speaking of the Lakers, there was another article on The Athletic. I don't even know who's who's leaking the Russ stuff anymore. I think everybody is aware that that the Lakers want to trade Russ, that Russ wants to be traded from the Lakers, and that Indiana is one of the likely landing spots because Indiana's trying to lose games. Shout out John Dubb. And it doesn't make sense to have Buddy Hield and Miles Turner on a losing team, right? Listen, if Indiana's willing to do it, if they're willing to take on the Russ contract, if they're willing to just for those 2 first picks from the Lakers, I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know why. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? It does seem like he's going to go, though. It seems like he's going to go. It's just funny for that information to come out after. It's like the Lakers want to see, because it's being positioned. The story's being told that the Lakers are like, yeah, we want to really see. We want to see where we're going. Maybe Russ wakes up. Maybe Russ gets out there and plays differently than he's done in his entire career. Maybe they go out there and they play really well. That's what we're hoping for. What use case do you have to share that information if that's true, right? If you are Jeannie Buss, if you are Rob Pelinka, who is that helping? Is that helping Russ? Is sharing that information helping Russ? I don't get it. I don't understand why you'd put that stuff out there. Tom says back, just get distracted in the office talking about the guys killing those preseason NBA win margin parlays. There we go. Yeah. At this point, dude, I totally agree with the people. The Lakers don't need to remind the public that they want to move off of Russ. They don't need to remind Indiana like Indiana knows. So I don't really understand putting it out there, right? I guess you could be like, hey, LeBron, listen, see, we're still working on it. But you could just tell LeBron that. You don't need to tell Shams that. So I don't really understand the thought process behind that. I'm going to put this in the category of DeAndre Ayton and Monty Williams. And yes, I understand the tough love sentiment, but I don't understand the media savvy and just not talking to him, knowing that is going to be a thing that comes up. So to me, this just felt like they were putting it back in the news to just have it back in the news, where I don't understand how that is helpful for Russ, how that is helpful for the Lakers, how that is helpful even for the trade value of Russ. So I don't know. It was also weirdly worded too, and I recommend going and checking out The Athletic and reading that piece. But it was weirdly worded in the sense that it was yeah, this was actually Rob Pelinka. The deal was on the table, but Rob was saying hey guys, we're not going to do it yet. We're not going to do it yet because we believe in Russ. We believe in this Lakers squad. We want to see what they got. If that's true, why the hell are you putting this out there, but also saying you're still down to deal him? It made no sense. But anyways, if it's basketball media, we got to talk about the Lakers, right? So that's just how the game is played. Eric Fernandez with a great point. Yes, it is helpful for Dustin, though. It is helpful for Dustin to have that information. But hey, listen, Anthony Davis got through a preseason game. He didn't get hurt. You should feel good about that. You should feel excited about that. Will says Shams is a clutch mouthpiece. It's LeBron putting pressure on the Lakers to move Russ. Maybe. I just don't understand. I don't understand how LeBron, again, I just want people to use their media. Listen, no one's handled the media throughout their career better than LeBron. So maybe I shouldn't question LeBron. I just don't know how that's helpful. I don't know how that is helpful. But hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for all this drama. Any drama that's not Boston Celtics related. I'm sick seeing photos of Blake Griffin, who is now, shouting out Dennis Rodman with him wearing 91. Like, I don't know, Blake. I don't know what you got left in the tank to then. I don't know. You should have worn my jersey, dude. But anyways, listen, pro Blake, pro Celtics, good shit. I don't know. Any other storylines from last night? I really I don't put too much stock into the preseason. I think it's hard to really gain anything. I think it looks nice when rookies are playing well. That gets you excited. So I'm happy about that. Happy to see Keegan Murray playing well. Paulo kind of had a rough game, but whatever. I'm not worried about it one way or the other. But it's just I just wanted to talk about Jamal Murray because I was excited he was back. I really was. But anyways, we can keep. Yeah, Blake's gonna win MVP. There we go, Sneeps. Shout out Sneeps, by the way. Let's dive into some Top Shot related stuff, and if we have more preseason takes that we need to get to, we can. Let me take a little sip from my Ember mug. Let me remind the people actually before I take that sip, since more people are rolling in. We have 50 entries into the giveaway today. All you need to do is like the stream, subscribe. Hashtag VIPs. Get that in there. All right. So last night, I heard this from a couple of people. So if you're one of those people and you're like, dude, breaking confidentiality or whatever, I heard from a lot of people, so you don't have to worry about it. And it's been tweeted about a bunch. Feldman said, I just came here to brag about pulling a champion moment in my airdrop UFC pack. There we go. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, Jason. Ja did look great. Yes, Ja looked awesome. Also, Steven Adams gave everyone a suck it. Did you see that? I forget who was. Somebody finished a layup. Steven Adams looked to the bench and gave him like 5 or 6 straight suckets. Aggressive. I like it. I'm here for it, Steven. Different Feldman, Fernandez. Different Feldman. So last night we got some the VIPs. So talked a little bit about this yesterday, and I don't think I did a great job explaining some of the frustration. So when the VIPs signed up for this Rakeback VIP program, their understanding and the way that it was told to them was that there would be a rakeback based on your quarterly spend, right? So, and this started about a year ago, right? So when the information came out this week that they were like, hey, rakeback's coming up for your upcoming quarter 4 spend, your Q4 spend, but you were getting no rakeback for Qs 1 through 3. All right. And so they were all mad, rightfully so, because they were told something was going to go a certain way. They made decisions based on what they were told. And then it sounded like they changed their mind, right? And now it's Q4. So they were pissed. And also shout out Veronica. Let's go, Veronica. So anyways, that happened. In response, Janie, the general manager of NBA Top Shot, and Jacob, the chief of staff of Top Shot, put together an AMA, and they were to address some of that. And what I thought was kind of ironic, and again, this is just from, I'm not a VIP because I'm poor, but from what I heard from the VIPs that I know in there, is that wasn't addressed at all. Like that wasn't even talked about. So it turned into more of a state of the union of just like, hey, the Series 4 roadmap is going to be vague. That way it gives them a little bit more flexibility, which I understand. Right? Like if you put things set in stone like that, then it's hard to make changes if you need to make changes. So they said that. What else? What other stuff? There's going to be multiple and lower pack count drops in the early in the season to drive more engagement. Okay, so we'll have more pack drops but lower min counts. So that's exciting. And then flash challenges won't just require the lowest common denominator. If you need a Steph, could be a rare, an all-star game Steph. It isn't always going to be the answer. So also MGLE and other key set sizes will look a little bit differently in Series 3, maybe even different than Series 2. So I this is what I'm going to bring this back to what I said yesterday before we kind of talk about the ramifications of what was shared yesterday during the AMA. But yesterday, one of the things that I said was that I want to make sure I say this correctly, so I apologize for taking a beat there. The short-term decision of removing some of Vintage Vibes or postponing Vintage Vibes made sense, right? Because they didn't have moments that people were excited about, so they were like, let's pivot. I get that. My concern was that meant long-term they didn't really have vision because they had announced this thing already, right? So if you already knew that there was going to be no excitement, why announce the thing? Which means they're not really ready to go. Jamie, what's up, Jamie? Jamie Darty said, I'm VIP, but not been staying up, so I missed off on all this. Jamie, you could have been one of my sources, man. Or maybe technically that still makes you a source, Jamie. You just were an uninformed source. But I respect and love all my sources. But that's what this reminds me of. So, like, again, to be told throughout the entire summer, you're really going to love. I mean, this is what was told to us multiple times. You're really going to love the Series 4 roadmap. You're really going to like what we do. And then it's like, well, we're going to keep it flexible so we can change. I don't know. It's just, it comes back to, and I know, again, I don't want to beat a dead horse on it, even though that is what this show literally is, just beating dead horses every day from 9 to 10. Again, it's just the way that they communicate and create this level of excitement and anticipation or expectation of what something is going to be, to then turn around and be like, hey, that's not what this is going to look like. So that was kind of my takeaway from it. I can also imagine. Yeah, Daniel says we are in season 4 already, though, aren't we? Great point, Daniel. Great point. Yeah, still no Series 4 roadmap. But yeah, I imagine it's coming in the next week or two. Raddad 2 said there's another AMA Friday likely to address some of the VIP things. Last night was more of a fireside chat. So there you go. And Raddad, you don't have to answer this, but if there are VIPs in the chat who were there, was your understanding going into yesterday's fireside chat is that's what it was going to be? Or was your understanding and expectation that this chat was going to address the VIP things that are now going to happen on Friday? Anyways, just throwing that out there. But one of the things that happened from last night is actually, let me zoom out a little bit further before we talk about the ramifications of that. Is I think there's been a lot of dialogue around, dude, finally the whales are out of Top Shot. The whales are selling off. The crypto bros are out. Finally a platform for the basketball fans. As Rad Dad has pointed out before in the past, I don't know how many of those basketball fans are out there dropping big bags. And so I don't understand how, I'm weirdly confused about people who are like furious that people are selling stuff. Not feared. You're like mad that they're selling stuff, but then you're also like happy that they're leaving the platform. It's a very confusing take. I don't understand it. I think it comes from a weird place. Anyways, let me go back to what I was going to say. Two of the bigger whales, Jewy, I think it's like 12-18 or 12-2-18, whatever it is. JUY. I always thought it said July, but it's JUY. Who is someone who has been active this whole time. So it's not someone that just got here early and then stopped buying and then is slowly sold off. More of like the library way, right? Where he was early, or this person was early, and then continued to buy throughout this entire time and stack up stuff, and was very active in the marketplace, sold off a ton of shit. And then the other person, Fix Barnacle, who we now, like everybody recognize the name Fix Barnacle, because anytime there's a big purchase that happens, it feels like it's Fix Barnacle, also sold off a ton of stuff. Now, I don't know either of these people, but the timing's a little peculiar, right? People that are in the VIPs a little unhappy with what was going on, and then bang, all of a sudden stuff gets listed. So I'm going to pull up the live token bot. I just wanted to like scroll through it for a little bit and just see what happened there. But I think there's a greater conversation to have in there. A greater conversation to have around this whole whale thing. Like, I think people want stuff to be worth a lot, but then we're mad that people that have the money to buy the things that are worth a lot, when we're mad that they're there, Like, I don't understand it. JJL Smith says hashtag buying baby. Rad Dad said roadmap will look like ADs. Will most likely look like ADs. Player moments per tier. And yeah, there we go. Blah, blah, blah. Good. All right, let's go look at the live token bot. Just see what's cooking. See what's cooking. All right, let's see. That's not helpful. These are Spirited Bird. I don't know who Spirited Bird is, but Spirited Bird. Andy, who everyone's happy is leaving. Dude, shout out to Andy. Andy got his money. I'm happy for Andy. What else we got? Most of the stuff that I saw was happening overnight. Baby Shark. All right, here we go. Fixed Barnacle. I mean, this is Jason Tatum MGLE sold for $740. The floor is now $1849. I wonder how much of these were offers too. Another one sold for. Is this the same one? No, this is another one. So two Jason Tatums. We got another. This is a LeBron moment that went. Fixed Barnacle sold a Ja Hollow. Fixed Barnacle sold another Tatum MGLE, another Tatum MGLE, a Zion MGLE, Giannis TSD, a Giannis TSD, another Giannis. So like just really unloaded a lot of stuff. Really unloaded a lot of stuff. And I mean, I think that like, I think that's a little concerning if you're the people who were putting the most money in it and were the biggest believers in your product and continued both not during not just the high moments of when everything was cooking in February, but continued to buy and throw stuff at and throw stuff at the wall. I think that is, I don't know. I wonder if they're taking note of that or if they just think, maybe they just think they're fudding for clicks and stuff like, maybe that's their approach, that they're like, oh, this actually doesn't matter. I wanted to look at his account, and then I'll find Jewy as well. Hold on 1 second, and then I'll share screen here. All right. So I mean, listen, their account is still worth quite a bit. So I wouldn't freak out. That last point is what also makes me nervous, right? Where it's people which part? The people that believe in it this whole time bailing, or that Top Shot's not listening to it. I keep thinking you're calling Chewy. Oh no, not cool. No, it's Chewy. What do you mean? I haven't even said Jewy. No, Juy. Juy. Anyways, all right, here we go. Let's look at this. So, all right. So there we go. This was in September, but bang. So this was October 3rd and then dropped down like 30K right there. So that was a lot of, can we see recent transactions? Let's see what Fixed Barnacle moved off of. So this was all last night or today, or yeah. So, wow. All right. So here we go. So I guess it was just a quick sell off, right? So a Jokic hollow, McGee denied, a Bogut run it back, Luka MGLE, Zion MGLE, the Giannis's that we talked about, another Zion, a bunch of Tatums, a Ja. So, maybe it's not the end of the world. Maybe it's not their end of the world. There could be any reason to sell. Doesn't necessarily mean lack of faith. Maybe they want profit to take. Maybe they want to go on vacation. Yes. Great point, Sean. But I think the context that I provided right before I said that is the justification to where we've landed. I don't think I was just willy-nilly saying that. I think I was saying that it was right after, like, these are VIPs. It was right after the VIP thing happened. So I don't know. That's like saying that I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. But I don't think that was a wild thought to think that those two things are connected, right? If I was just randomly scrolling live token and then picking people being like, oh, it looks like they're out on the platform, then sure, that's fine. But I don't think that is what I was doing. I wanted to find the other account too, because I don't know their name off the top of my head. So sorry, I'm scrolling through the old live token. Scrolling through that right now. But I keep just finding Fixed Barnacle instead. Damn, Fixed Barney. Fixed Barnacle and Andy just lighten it up. I saw some James Worthy selling in there too. All right. Yeah, okay, here we go. I was right. It was June 12, 218. I remember reaching out to this person trying to do a trade with them a while back, and they never responded. RIP. This account, just a big boy account. All right. This wasn't as bad. This wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Let me just see what the recent transactions were. Account's still worth just so much. Everything's down. I think people believe more upside in other projects who actually deliver on their promises. Yeah, maybe it's that. I don't see anything doing well right now. Also, it's a good thing that other people were buying. Yeah. Well, I mean, they listed like pretty low. All right, so there we go. Some $4. Wait, paid $4? Wait, sale. All right, so a lot of four. oh, Interesting. All right, so I don't know why. Did you, Joy? Maybe you had a big day the other day. I don't know. So I take it back. I apologize for using your name. Oh, okay, okay. All right. So this is why we do it. This is why we do it live, so that I can be held accountable. I can be held accountable for my bad takes. So we'll just say fix Barnacle. Sean says, personally, I think whales are super important. I just hope they have a better variety of rewards for leaderboards so that they aren't the only ones who benefit from them. Yeah. JJL, JJL was out there buying. JJL, can I pull up your account? Do I have a, you guys want to talk about whales, believing in the platform? Look at this. Just went after it in the last day. Let me look at your recent transactions if you're okay. It's on the blockchain. I don't care if you're okay with it, JJL. JJL is still buying archive moments. You're out of your goddamn mind, JJL. But this is what I wanted to this is what I wanted to shout you out there for. Look at this. Look at this. Andrew Bogut, run it back. Marquise Chris Cosmic jersey serial match right there. Look at that. Look at those two big boy buys. Those lit up the old live token bot. So we like that. We like that. Big dubs for Mr. JJL. I also saw you, Sean. Who's the guy from 98.5? I saw he was pretty jacked up to get on Top Shot. Saw you gifted him a moment. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Look at Ernest Myers in the chat. What's up, Ernest? Let's see. What else do we need to do? You guys still need to remind yourselves to like the stream, do all of that stuff, smash it. Oh, let's go take a look at the run it back. Let's go look at the run it back now that those challenges are pretty much done, right? I actually think this is some good news. It seemed like the run it backs made sense now that everything is wound down a little bit. I don't think the Larry Bird we need to take into too much consideration. Like, I think we got to wait a second. All right, what's going on here? Come on. Oh, here we go. Why is this run it back? Oh yeah, Mo Cheeks is one. All right, let's sort by low ask here. People giving JJL some love. We like that. We like that. All right, here we go. So Larry Bird sitting at that old 669. Damn, look fine. The circulation on 337. So that's about where we thought it was going to be, right? I think I said around 350, maybe a little bit higher. So that's pretty good. Dennis Rodman sitting around 432. I think it's important to see the high offers. But again, I don't know. I was actually surprised how many people flipped their Larry Birds right away. That didn't really make a ton of sense to me. But then you got Magic Johnson, who's come down a little bit, but still, 275 there for that moment out of 499. You got Mr. Patrick Ewing is at 245. Clyde Drexler, 188. Manute jumped up to 160. Parrish, 150. Now, I wonder if let's look at Patrick Ewing just for a second, because I wanted to see, look at this. Almost half of them that are owned are locked. And so that is what's going to keep these, as long as, Top Shot doesn't greater, that is what's going to keep these moments pushed up there, right? Let's look at Clyde Drexler as well. Like, you're going to see the ones in the Larry, 53% are locked. We'll look at Robert Parrish too. 57% locked. So that's what's going to keep these prices up at least for a year, right? At least until we get to the point where you can unlock stuff, and then maybe we see that shift. But I don't know. I think this seems like because I know there was some concern about the locking challenge when it was first introduced. I feel like this is pretty positive, right? Like, how are people feeling about this locking challenge? I mean, maybe it's fair. Maybe it's easy for me to say that I think it was positive because I didn't really participate in it. So maybe if you participated in it, you feel a little bit differently. But is anybody who got a Larry or a Dennis Rodman like not thrilled with getting there, with locking those moments? Again, I think in a year we'll probably see that dive down. And I don't know how much. I don't know how many. I guess it would be something that would be interesting to pay attention to for like as we move away from the drop, is how many of these moments get used or sold. Like, what's the transaction history like after this, right? So maybe that price stays where it is because like people are just happy to own those ones, right? I don't know. Would love to hear what people's thoughts on that. Because I do think we're going to see a lot more of those challenges. Feels so bad for my boy that forgot to lock his Larry moments. Did that really happen? That really happened? I obviously like the shit out of them. There you go, JJL. Yeah, but like moving forward, there you go. Tommy pulled a 186. What are people do? Like, do people like this moving forward? Are we a fan of this challenge? Regulator asks, is Larry Legend a grail for you? I don't know. That's a good question, Regulator. Um, that's a good question. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, I do love Larry. I do love Larry. I like that it's a Top Shot debut. There's not like a huge mid count, but we'll see. Sean's was saying, like, I don't understand why they were locking both Rodman and Larry. Well, I think people are locking them because it also helps your team leaderboard a little bit, right? I would imagine. People still want to move up on there. Yeah. All right. Fan of the mechanics. There you go. Sent Dwayne Wade archive. Wow, bad boy. Hell yeah, bad boy. Yeah, I guess that's the question. That's a pretty good question, Stan, right? Concerned if not a fan of locking or crafting, burning will not participate much. Yeah, so there has been a lot of discussion or lack thereof around net neutral. It seems like no one really knows what it means, but it sounded really nice. And I think a lot of us assumed that meant we would see more burning. But it sounds like we're going to see more locking than burning. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe as flash challenges come back, maybe as other challenges come back, we'll see more use cases for burning. Again, I bet that would change. Yeah, we need the roadmap. We need the roadmap. Yeah, I saw it. Let's take a look at the Larry because I thought they did that was a really funny job with. I thought they did a great job with that. I'll pull that up in a second. We can have some fun with that. Although I'm not going to do a Morgan Freeman impression because I don't know. I feel like that's canceled material. All right, here we go. 669. Damn, look fine. All right, I'm not sharing screen. Let's pull it up. There we go. Corner three from the bird. All right. No matter how fierce the defense or how bright the spotlight, Larry Bird was going to deliver when it mattered most. In Game 4 of the 1987 NBA Finals, his team, within reach of knotting an instant classic series with 12 seconds remaining, Bird did everything conceivably possible to deliver a miracle for his defending champion Boston Celtics. Though fate would intervene, smothered by a Los Angeles Lakers defender until an opportunity to break free and sneak into the corner presents itself, Bird cues up in front of the opponent's bench and drains an unforgettable three-pointer that triggers a frenzy in the Boston Garden, setting the stage for an iconic finish to one of the most beloved showdowns in NBA history. Though his longtime friend and rival Magic Johnson would soon wrest the spotlight back with his junior skyhook counter, history was made. This was the type of difficult shot that Bird made routine throughout a Hall of Fame career that included 12 All-Star appearances, 3 MVP awards, and 3 championship rings. He finished the June 9th, 1987 contest with 21 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocks. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Bird. Beautiful. Beautiful. How many embers do we need to buy to move up on the Ember leaderboard? That's a great question. We do. We need an Ember leaderboard. We need an Ember I need a promo code. Ember leaderboard. I need an Ember team hold mug. We need to do that. Thanks, Tommy. Sean says, I think the burning for the Dell, Gilmore, and Spud moments was great for the net neutral goal. Burning the new archive moments, which were already lower of 5,000, is a great way to raise the floor. Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's a lot of conversation around like, oh, we need to burn Series 2. We need to burn Series 3. I don't know if that matters so much moving forward. I think I just need to see more of the burning with the current. We're always going to be down on Series 2 and Series 3. That was just like the learning curve. So if that's when you got in, you're just going to be down. Like, that's it. You're going to be down. And if you bought Series 1 moment, honestly, if you bought anything, you're going to be down. Oh. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But yeah, I think it is a good sign. Hopefully we see more burning. I honestly thought we were going to see way more burning with the archives than we did. But still a fan. Still a fan. Still a fan. Oh my God, La Liga on flow. Here we go. I just got an email. Hola, La Liga fans. Are you ready for what's coming? October 6th is a big day for us. One that will not disappoint. Mark your calendars, tell your friends, and make sure you follow us on social mids to be the first that know what's coming. So there you go. La Liga right around the corner on October 6th. Hell yeah. There you go. La Liga. So another Dapper product hitting the Flow marketplace. Also, pour one out for Eternals, right? Did you guys see? I don't know if you guys following Flow projects, but I saw Eternal went down. It made me kind of go down like the rabbit hole of the Flow NFT projects that are doing really well. And I don't have any. I mean, everything's down, right? Everything's down right now, so it's important to remember that. I can't think of any of the Flow ones that have been crushing, at least from like Flow versus Flow Fest, right? Remember the Flow Fest? We get a bunch of those little Flow Fest packs that are very sexy and exciting. Not really sure where that's going. Yeah, did anyone get those Bud Light cans? You see that? I thought they were $50. It's like, get the hell out of here, man. In this economy, $50 for a Bud Light? What are we in New York, dude? Yeah. Finally, La Liga. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, whatever. If you're a La Liga fan, this is good. Like, yeah, I mean, again, if you got if it's all coming from the same pool, which clearly it is, right? I would love to see some like real numbers on active users that we have anywhere. But if it's all coming from the same pool of people and everybody's just swapping money back and forth, we're going to see the same thing over and over again. Maybe La Liga, maybe the crossover between NBA, NFL, and La Liga is a little bit different. But my guess is we're just going to see more of the same until we get some new peeps up in here. Or at least until people get excited about it. But who knows when that's going to be? Who knows? Dump your cans. For $9, I may buy a digital can for the chance of free stuff, but not 50. Crypto Pigos. Yeah, let's get some Crypto Pigos in there. Yeah, I don't know. Guys. I know a couple people have La Liga. No. La Liga is... Oh, my God. Who's the St. Brown of La Liga? La Liga is Italian, right? I'll be so embarrassed if La Liga is the Spanish league. No, yeah, that's Italy. That's Italy. It is Spanish? What am I confused with? Serie A? Oh, my bad. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Thank y'all. Thank you, Italian Mamma Mia. Sorry, guys. I'm a Premier League dude. Anyways, suffice to say, we won't be doing content around La Liga. Can promise you that. I'm hoping that La Liga brings in a new group entirely. I knew plenty of people who are huge soccer fans and don't care about the NBA. Yeah. Yeah, I think they also have to be interested in NFTs, though. You know, I mean, I think people said that about football. People said that about... Yeah, let's fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I would imagine those people are... there's only one soccer team, and it's Wrexham. Yes, bad boy, yes. My guess, though, is... I don't know. I feel like the soccer... So Rare is pretty popular in the soccer streets, and I wonder what I guess if you've been very successful in So Rare, maybe you're like, yeah, I'll move over to La Liga. But I'm curious I don't know. I'm curious what the numbers will look like. But good to see it launching right before the NBA season. That'll be fun. Tops does Bundesliga. Yeah, our man G Dunn has a bunch of those. All right, let's remind the people here. We got a little giveaway going. We got up to 80 entrants. All you got to do is like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag VIPs. Someone said basketball fans are the most. Yeah, probably some dumb American said that. Anyways, listen, 2 weeks from today, basketball's back. I'm very excited about that. I'm just excited to watch. I think that's going to be good for everybody's brains to just have some hoops back. Excited to dive in and day out. And wow, does Top Shot reach more people in Series 4? Man, I don't know. Ryan, man. I don't even know if they want to. Like, I don't know if they're at a place where they want to. I don't know. Like I said yesterday or whenever it was, they said they have $35 to $40 million set aside for marketing, and we've heard from from the leadership that the time to market is right before the season starts, and we are 2 weeks away from the season starting. Speaking of starting, let's start in romance with chat69.xyz, best adult dating site. What do we got here? I like that the first message doesn't have a thumb in it. I think that's important. I think it's important that we don't lead with the thumb, but once we like warm up a little bit, right? Like mostly lovey-dove, a couple of kisses, and then it's like, bang, we're getting those thumbs up in there. I think that's nice. I like that we lead into it and just kind of really set the stage for what is love. And no one does it better than Chat69XYZ. It is the best adult dating site. There's no artificial intelligence like the other AI bots. No one's saying it's a 72% match. Like this is just out there telling you what it is. It is the best adult dating site. I think that's pretty good. Travel Addict guy says, I'm your man on the ground here in Spain. There you go. Let us know how La Liga is going. When Dapper Formula One. Shout out James in the streets. And what else you got? Yeah, we did. We talked about the Suns losing to the 36ers. The Adelaide 36. No, God damn it. I need to practice that before I just whip out an accent like that. Panini. Adelaide 36ers. Still not great. Still not great. Is that a cross? Did they throw a cross in there? No. I think that's people. I think that's straight up stick figures, which is, it's not thick enough. You know what I'm saying? All skin and bones there. Don't give Tandy credit on this show. Why cave in to Pitchfork Twitter when packs keep selling out? So they're going to look at it like they aren't failing if they always have. Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. Because all they have to do is ignore Twitter and it's fine. And like, honestly, they should be ignoring Twitter because rarely do you get a good idea from Twitter. Most people are using Twitter to FUD for clicks anyway. So, yeah, Naked XYZ. Listen, dude, you gotta step it up, man. You had done no thumbs. Beer Dad B, what's going on? Maybe this sell-off is attributed to the whales that finally realized Curdy, creator of On Gaia, is a trumper, and On Gaia, majority of Dapper PFPs are Ponzi's created to pad. Dude, I gotta tell you, Beer Dad B, this is such a specific take that I'm glad I read it. Normally, I like try to filter it, but I love how specific this take is, where it's like, it's very specific, Beer Dad B. The timing of it's great too, because we did just have someone from On Gaia on the show. Yeah, listen, I think, Tony made the joke recently that all NFTs are probably Ponzi schemes, but that Ponzi schemes aren't bad unless you suck at them. So you're just going to be better at Ponzi schemes. Will Steve be? Are you talking about Baller's blockchain, Steve? Yeah, Baller's blockchain. Sorry, just saw I got an email about something exciting, and I'm gonna look at it live. All right, let me look at that. Sorry. What happened to Flomies? Yeah, Flomies is down as well. Everything's down. There we go. Naked XYZ back in the streets. Twitter's also used to retweet and tag 3 friends in hopes of winning a $2 moment. I know. All right, guys, come at me with some hot stuff. I'm here for like 5 or 6 more minutes. What do you got for me? Beer Dad B raised the stakes by bringing by just dumping on Gaia. Which, listen, I'm here for all that stuff. NFL all day. Playbook is fire. Can't wait for Top Shot to do its version to burn that ish. I hope so. I had a tough time with math this week with the playbook. I thought as I was watching the game last night, I was like, you know what? This is the first week I can't do 100 yards. And then I woke up today. I did both the end of the week and the Sunday challenge, and I thought that was going to get me to 90, and it ended up getting me to 100. I don't know how it happened, but odds roadmap is released this week. You know what I think will be really funny is if they do it like a news dump. Do we get it like late Friday or like on a Saturday or something like that? That will be really funny. I think we get it next week. Would be my guess, or Friday, but my guess is next week. I don't think they have it ready, man. I don't think it's done yet. That's where I'm at. I mean, clearly they just changed vintage vibes. What do you think of the JBB thread on playbook problems? Yeah, I actually thought that was a pretty good thread. The only pushback I'll give to John is, I I think it's pretty. I like that they are messing around with it and tweaking with it, and I get what he was saying that like, I get what he was saying that they kind of made it like super easy in the way that they're using the wild cards and stuff like that. I think I think they're just still tweaking stuff, but I thought he made a good point. I also Feldman read it and said good thread and was a great read or whatever. And so that would be my only pushback, though. My only pushback is that I like that they're tweaking stuff and messing with it. And I just hope they saw the results from this week and they're like, okay, maybe we need to pump the brakes on something like that. Garen said got into a heated discussion with a buddy last night. He said Detroit will be 16 in the East. That is crack cocaine. That is wild, Garen. The Pistons being 6 is nuts. And I'm high on the Pistons. I think the Pistons making that deal for Boyan makes them a better team. But I mean, like, we're talking 9 seed, maybe. The East is just too deep, man. The East is just too deep. Josh says, I want to push back on the idea of people fudding for clips. If Top Shot was doing awesome, wouldn't people ignore the FUD and continue having fun? Yeah, Josh, I'm just saying that because someone told me that I was fudding for clicks. Someone at Top Shot said that to me. So that's why I was saying it. I'm saying that in jest because I think it's funny that people say I FUD for clicks, where I come up here and I read sex bot stuff and you guys still click stuff. So I don't know how much fudding I need to do. They're doing it all on their own. LeBron makes Scottie Pippen Jr. cry during a game in the first month of the season. I think that's true. Does the roadmap hinder them where they aren't allowed to adapt with Pitchfork? Yeah. Oh, well, and that's why they said, I think that's why they're going to leave it. I think that's why they leave it pretty vague so that it gives them some room for flexibility. I think that's why it gives them some flexibility. Did you hit with Buffalo and San Francisco? That was a big help for me. I hit with Buffalo. I missed San Francisco last night, even though I wanted to pick San Francisco. And then in our show on Sunday, I even said in our pregame show on Sunday, I should take San Francisco, and I didn't do it. The East is no longer the church league. That's right. A deep threat. That's right. Shout out the 89 Cavs, baby. The East is deep, man. Right? Bucks, Sixers, Celtics, Heat, Nets, Raptors are going to be really good. Cavs are going to be really good. We have no idea what's going to happen with the Hawks. I mean, the East is deep. I'm excited for the Knicks to miss the play-in game. How many new people are signing up for All Day? Yeah, I feel like I never see these numbers, Jonathan, both on Top Shot or All Day or anywhere, like where new users are. Hot takes on cheating fishermen? What? What's going on? What is that? What's the cheating fisherman? I need more info. I need more info on the cheating fisherman. Hawks missing the play-in. You heard it here first. Interesting. I think that, man, the Hawks have just some like wild. So fishermen putting weights inside the. Oh, yeah. Throwing weights in the fish. No, dude, I like that, man. I come from the New England Patriots fandom world, dude. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Put some fucking. Was this on Wicked Tuna, though? Was the cheating fisherman on Wicked Tuna? That was my favorite thing. I forget when. I think I was home for something recent. Not recently. Maybe it was our wedding shower or Kelsey's bridal shower. I don't know what the fuck the shower's called. And Wicked Tuna is just an hour of people from Boston talking about like, oh, dude, that's a fucking huge fish, dude. Get that fishing line out there, bro. What are you doing? Give me my dunks regular and get that fish. Get that fish on a hook. Oh, come here. That's a Nomad fishes. Okay, you see that fish? It was moving. It's moving its little fins like this, like fixing his wrist, like Nomad would do, dude. Actually, hey, do me a favor. Give me that fish. Put a little fucking weight in there, dude. Put the weight of your cousin Sally. Stick that into the fish. We're gonna fucking win this thing. That Wicked Tuna. Someone at my high school's dad was on Wicked Tuna. Naked XYZ. Please, for the love of God, get that person on this show. I would love that. The Bills are good. A good opponent can score up to 20 in the first half, and they can still get up and win. I like their in-game adjustments. Yeah, I think so too. Again, I think it's the Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, and then everybody else. I think there's a pretty big gap between the three of them. Oh yeah, the chess cheating thing too was wild, right? Supposedly, and poker, everybody's cheating. The chess thing was wild. They were like, oh yeah, the dude had beads up his ass that were vibrating him what to do. I was like, what are we doing? To me, that has little to do with chess, and that's just like one of those what's the word? What's the word where you like a weird kink type thing? Like he's just like, no, it's not about the chess for me. It's about me getting off while I'm playing chess. I don't think the Eagles are as good as those other teams. I think I like the Eagles, but I like the Eagles. I think the Eagles are like the best team in the NFC for sure, but I don't think they're as good as everybody else. Thoughts on the UFC strike scandal? Man, I said this yesterday. I don't think you are a Dapper product unless, or Jeb said this, you're not a Dapper product until you're not officially a Dapper product until you have a randomization issue. So welcome UFC strike to the Dapper streets. You are officially here. You have arrived. I don't know. It seems like they addressed it. I saw Malik's post in the Discord afterwards, and I thought that was good. It seemed like they handled it. I don't know what it did. I didn't read too much into. I know there was concerns that there was like a mod or somebody who worked had access to that, but I don't know how you'd have access to inside the packs. So I don't really think that was an issue. I think the randomization thing is the real issue. Dude, shout out Josh. Let's go, man. Boston's finest, Josh. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Are we ready for the Dak and Cooper Rush bullshit when he comes back this week? Just no, you got to have Dak come back. You got to have Dak come back. Who's going to be your DeJounte Murray buy this year? Oh, that's a great question. I think, all right, listen, I'm going to say this and then you guys are going to go buy it, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to buy it yet because like I said, I'm not putting any money into Top Shot right now until I get a better feel for what's happening. What I will say is I really am excited about the prospects of James Wiseman popping off. I think he's a pretty high risk, high reward play. I don't even know what his 4 Badger is right now. But I think I'm just going to focus on this season's rookies. Let me look at Wiseman. You know what's nuts? Wiseman's played like 9 games, dude. In his career, Wiseman's barely played. And he's got this many moments, all from Series 2. All from Series 2. He's got a 4 Badger. He's got a Rising Star. He's got a Throwdown. He's got a 40K. He's got an MGLE and a Hollow. The fuck? But the Wiseman 4 Badger down to 125. That's probably the one that I'm most excited about for like high risk, high reward. I also think like any of those 4Ks, man. Şengün. I really like Şengün this year to pop off a little bit. Jamal Murray too. Yeah, Jamal, maybe that's the way to go. Because we're the Murrays. That's the Porter's remake I just did for you live on air. I like that. What else do I got? It apparently had a Q number where they knew where champions would be. Yeah. Oh, big ticket. There we go. I'll tell you what, that gets you a drop. You make a comment like this, you get a drop. Caesar. YouTube user says, my Ember from... Dude, don't go in here and put slander on Embers, okay? Come on, man. Does Franz Wagner leave Cade or Scotty as the best player from the 21 draft? No. That's a fun take, but no. No. Also, I can't believe you didn't include Evan Mobley in that. Evan Mobley looks like he's going to miss 2 weeks, which nothing too crazy, but he's going to miss a couple weeks, which is a little bit of a bummer. Devin Vassell, yeah. Devin Vassell. I know people, guys, I think everybody on the Spurs is going to be bad. So if you're buying Devin Vassell's, and I know this is blasphemous in the Team Hold Discord, I think it's because you just think it's going to pop in a flash challenge. Devin Vassell, once he, yeah, anyways, whatever. I'm not going to go. Wiseman wrecked the Wizards in both games. Yeah, he did good. Will Tua play again this season? That's a great question, JJL. I don't think so. No, he will. He will. This is the NFL. They don't really give a shit. I bet he misses 2 weeks and then he's back. Jock Lund. Yeah, that's true. What else we got? Dude, D-Rose, thank you all for being here, man. We love that D-Rose is here. Actually, we're going to wrap up here in a second. Did you see Wagner lay out that streaker last night? Oh, Billy Wagner. Yeah, that was pretty nice. I like that. No, he can't. So what's he going to sue on? That Joel Embiid. Yeah, what's Embiid at right now? Joel Embiid. I mean, listen, whether you like the roadmap or not when it comes out, wow, 135. Whether you like the roadmap or not when it comes out, I guarantee you this. The second the roadmap comes out, there's going to be a quick bull run. Everybody's going to be excited. They're going to be like, oh shit, here we go. It's back. It's back. Tua will be back with one of those astronaut helmets. I like that. Hot take: Lauri Markkanen will lead the Jazz in scoring this season and will be in all. That's hilarious. I hope so. I hope so. Let's get so our man. Let me see what we got here. Our man, Bad Boy, donated a moment. I believe a Dwayne Wade archive moment. What's that? Yeah, look, dude, hell yeah. Let's see what this Dwayne Wade's going for right now. Highest offer is $5. There we go. This is a Dwayne Wade. So this is better than a normal moment. So we're gonna give this away right now. Let's look at this. 86 entrants. So last call. You're gonna like the stream. You need to subscribe to Team Hold, and then we're gonna give this one away. And we're going to give it away. So thank you, Bad Boy. Just a reminder. So Watch Your Work is going to be back tonight, it looks like, at 9:30 Eastern. Tomorrow, we got a full-ass day of content. I'm honestly not going to talk to anybody for the rest of the day, so I can go tomorrow. But we'll have a morning show at 9 a.m. We'll have a football show at noon. At 3 o'clock, I'm going to be jumping on the Judges stream to break down some NBA 2K simulations. So get in those Super Draft contests. And then at night, Shot Tank is back. So that's fun. Thursday, normal schedule. Friday, instead, we're still doing the NBA morning show, but we're going to do an underdog show. We're going to do a little underdog draft with Kawhisenberg's going to come on. We're going to be pumping underdog drafts for the next 2 weeks. So get excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to rip through those because we only have 2 weeks left. So it's time to start drafting. We're going to go heavy and hard. So if you're in the Discord, get ready to be doing a bunch of those too. Excited to grind some of those. Actually, I might do that this afternoon. I was supposed to do something this afternoon that I think is going to get canceled. So we might do a little underdog draft this afternoon to get our beaks wet for the NBA season. So get excited for that. All right, here we go. We're going to spin for the Dwayne Wade right now. Thank you, everyone, for being here this morning. Thanks to Bad Boy for donating the moment. Let's see what we got here. It is going to Jen. Jen with a sick avatar too, Jen. I like that. Congrats to Jen. Big dubs. Big dubs, Jen. Hey, look at our show notes. Join the Discord. If you haven't signed up for VIP, please do that because let me tell you something. We're going to have a new sponsorship coming soon, and there's going to be stuff behind the VIP section that I'm excited to talk about. So sign up for VIP. If you haven't done that, get in the Discord. Do all the stuff. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. And just remember, we FUD for the clicks. We are out.
Well, the top side streets are